So in the scenarios where we're isolating workloads inside of VNet, there's still times where we might want to enable some kind of communication between those VNets, even though we're doing a lot of isolation. And that's where peering kind of comes into play. So peering gives us direct IP connectivity from one VNet to another between Azure virtual networks in the same region or across regions. So this is really powerful for building multi-region applications that need to communicate internally between each other. And these are low latency, high bandwidth communication connections because we're not adding an extra layer of encryption. So we're not like trying to do VPN or anything like that. This is all secured through Microsoft's network backbone. And so to us, it looks like they're just kind of like in the same environment. But the truth is Microsoft's doing a bunch of magic behind the scenes network-wise to make this all work seamlessly. Resources can communicate across VNets. And we can secure or block traffic with network security groups. So even though we might peer networks by default, all traffic could flow back and forth, we can restrict that with network security groups to make sure that only the right kind of traffic flows between the networks that we want. And it's actually straightforward and easy to set up. So the networking sandbox in the Azure range will give you the ability to test this out. And just the one thing I'll show you here is going into the one I've already spun up, going into the first VNet, you'll notice that as you drill down under settings, you'll find way down at the bottom, peerings. Peerings is the option. Now this sandbox spins these VNets up and it creates the peering relationship. If you were doing this yourself in the real world, you would have to build at least 2 VNets. You would come into the VNet section here, and then you would create basically peering from one network to the other. There's some settings in there that kind of determine like how the connectivity works and stuff like that. But essentially, once it's a bi-directional thing, you'd see this, something similar to this, in the other virtual network. So it allows both networks to communicate full duplex back and forth. So that is ultimately the big idea with virtual network peering in Azure.